What up, everybody? After Tommy and Diamond robbed their plug Miguel, Vic robbed a convenience store and got arrested, and Jannard is now stuck paying a tax to Mirkovich, much like Ghost had to with Jason Mitchell. Got us asking what is in store for episode 3. So today I'm talking about 5 things to look for on Power Book 4 Force episode 3. Starting off with what happens when those pills that Walter just got hit the streets. Walter just copped a bad batch of pills that were made too strong, which the junkies are gonna love. But the problem is, whatever they take to save them, if they overdose, is it gonna work on these pills because they're too strong? Walter is currently having financial problems and must pay money to Dublin. So this is why Walter was so quick to agree to sell these pills and expand his operation to the south side. They gave Walter 10,000 pills, so I'm guessing the street value of those pills got to be at least 300,000. Also keep in mind, when Walter was offering this project of moving pills on the south side to Vic and Claudia, Walter didn't come clean and tell them his real agenda. So neither Vic or Claudia know that the pills are bad. Getting me to the question, who will die from these pills? We have already seen Vic abusing cocaine and binge drinking alcohol. Now he's going to be responsible for moving these pills. Could Vic start popping pills next and die? Or what about Paulie's son Andre? We only saw him once last season, and we found out that he is a junkie. Could Andre overdose and die from these bad pills? If so, this would most likely cause Paulie to turn on Walter. In the trailer, Tommy is telling Miguel that he has a new business deal for him. Will Vic approach Tommy and Diamond with his business venture? Will Miguel be the one stuck moving these bad pills? Is this why Tommy is meeting up with Walter Flynn in the trailer? And if Tommy has access to those pills, could we see him offer one to Kate even? We know she doesn't do coke anymore, but maybe she complains about a headache or something. Either way, we know nothing's going to happen to Kate until she goes back to New York. Getting me to the next thing to look for, and that is Kate going back to New York. Kate, D-Mac, or JP, none of them were shown or mentioned in episode 2. Could this be an indication that Kate is already back in New York? This will be a key to look for every episode until it happens. Because before we see Tommy going back to New York for the Ghost crossover from the Force perspective, Kate has to go back to New York first to receive the letter from Diana. The next thing to look out for is, what is Grandma Abuela going to say about Miguel getting robbed? Yes, there were 2 dead Serbs, but who is the inside man? And how did the Serbs find out about the location of the drop? When Tariq and the crew pulled a heist on Mecca for his product and the blue diamond ring, Mecca knew that Kane was the inside man. So he killed the chef because he couldn't kill Kane, to make an example out of him. You mean to tell me that Miguel hasn't figured out that there was a mole or an inside man who betrayed him? This is why Abuela's reaction will be key, because she's an OG and she already knew that Tommy couldn't be trusted. So Tommy Egan just showed up on the scene. Then a few days later, they're getting robbed. If Miguel has never had a shipment robbed before, he should at least have some suspicion that Tommy was involved. Otherwise, he needs to be looking at his own crew. Keep in mind there was 2 dead Serbs at the location, as well as his own men, but the product was all gone. So he should also be asking, who got away with the product? Was the Serbs working with somebody else? Tommy once told Claudia that he could read a person in less than 15 seconds to know if he would deal with them or not. And this is a sixth sense that you must develop in the drug game if you are going to survive. Abuela has this sixth sense. But Miguel, I guess since he inherited the throne and respect through his family, might not. The next thing to keep an eye out for in episode 3 is Walter declaring war against Treason. When talking to Vic about expanding to the south side, Vic told Walter that Diamond and Tommy were doing better than them. But the word had already got to Walter about how bad Gennard is struggling right now. And he plans to go into war with Treason and planting his flag on Gennard's turf. Right now, Gennard's own crew doesn't even trust him. And Lil K just took a shot at Tommy Egan and missed, but did kill a kid. So in the trailer, the cop is trying to flip Lil K to take down Gennard and Tommy Egan. But how they gonna let somebody off who killed a kid? That's not the type of crime you can snitch your way out of. So with that said, I hope Gennard cancels Lil K's Christmas. And I can't wait to see the scene where Gennard has blood in his mouth talking about he's the star of the movie. But if Gennard don't take out Lil K, Tommy Egan better. Getting me to the final thing to be on the lookout for, and that is Diamond and Tommy moving coke into the prison. We saw from episode 2, Diamond has a new love interest who is a CEO who he was hooking up with back when he was locked up. Diamond and Tommy also have all this extra coke that they stole from Miguel that they have to be low-key about moving, or Miguel will find out that they were behind the robbery. If Miguel says there's no product, they will have to act like it's a drought. And Tommy already has moved coke into the prison system before in OG Power with Tony Teresi. So this might be how he comes up with the idea once Tommy sees Diamond hooking up with the CEO. And there you have it. Leave your thoughts, theories, and predictions in the comments.